want me to write it down?
Right, so whenever we're ready.
Time to listen.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
I
then.
thought, well, I mean, if
I've
you
got a
need,
job
you can
as
do
well.
it in the book.
You're not filming us already?
Yeah. Good man, good man.
Come on.
Well, it's all quite straightforward in here, so don't worry, there isn't anything to catch you out.
Put
Do
it
it in,
tidy.
do it in.
Fantastic. Are we ready then?
Yeah.
Lovely. So here we go. Here's your lovely new van. Obviously my name's Owen, so I'll be doing your demonstration today.
Yeah.
We'll start on the outside of the vehicle. We'll talk you through all the features externally. Then we'll jump inside and I'll talk about everything internally. If you have got any questions at any point, please feel free just to stop and ask away.
Okay.
The main aim of today is I'm not going to make you an expert in an hour of using your vehicle, but I'm going to give you enough of the basic knowledge so you can go out and start enjoying yourselves in it. Okay.
Yep.
Lovely. So, front end, not much too exciting to say about the front. Did you want to see underneath the bonnet? So I can point out just the basics to you.
I would like to show you.
Yeah, yeah.
Where's catch?
Oh. Oh.
The other side?
Oh, other side. It's a good start point, isn't it?
Where's that?
So your bonnet catch, just at the side of the steering wheel there for you.
Gotcha.
Okay. And normally on the other side door, it's a good thing to catch you out, do you see? So, underneath, obviously she has been serviced and MOT'd and everything for you. As you see, she's lovely and clean. So, underneath here, obviously there's your vehicle battery, and I'll show you your leisure battery on the other side of it.
Yeah.
Now, obviously with motorhomes, I know you were saying about charging your batteries.
Yeah.
What you can do is just simply plug it in at home on your drive,
Yeah.
and the internal battery charger will charge either battery, depending on what you've got the control panel on. So imagine if you've selected vehicle battery on the control panel, when you're plugged in at home, it'll be charging up this battery.
Yeah.
But then when you flick the switch to the leisure battery, it'll then charge your internal one. If you get what I mean, so either or.
So I don't need a trickle.
No, because it's got an onboard charger already built in.
Oh, I see.
So, no, you just need to change the switch over, but I'll show you.
Same as a caravan then,
inside.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Same as a caravan.
Yes, yeah, similar. All it is imagine, you've got to think of this as a separate entity. So this is like your tow vehicle here, and then anything back from there is your caravan as such.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cam belt changed.
So the other main things underneath here is obviously your screen wash at the side here, and then your dipstick is just down at the front there for you.
Yeah.
Okay. But as I say, it's all been fully serviced and everything, so everything's up to date underneath here for you. Just on the front underneath there.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. Any other questions on the front end? Were you happy with that?
When would I have to bring it in again to be serviced?
So how it works here is we deal with anything from here back.
Yeah.
But Pete Robinson's the guy that does all our servicing on the engine side of it as such. So it's up to you if you want to, you have to book in yourself with Pete, but we can liaise with Pete so we can do it all in one, if you get what I mean. So if you bring it in for your caravan service, as I call it, so we'll do all the back, but then Pete will come here and grab it and do the normal service in the front.
Okay.
What
Okay.
about over winter? Do you have to run the battery every so often when you're not using it?
I would do, just to keep it alive. You know what batteries are like, if you leave them unattended, they can just go flat all by themselves when they sat there. So it is a good idea every now and then just to turn it over.
What about antifreeze for the windscreen wipers?
That should be in there, shouldn't it?
Yeah, well that's just the usual, the same it is at your car at home. So I mean, for the windscreen wipers, it's up to you if you want to run the tank dry and leave it empty during the winter. It all depends on whether you're using it in the winter or not.
Right.
I mean, obviously, you know, if you are using it in the winter, all you do is make your screen wash concentrate a bit stronger. But as for the antifreeze and all the rest, it's as your standard vehicle, so the same as your car at home. It won't do any damage when it's sat out there. Okay.
Yeah.
So, we'll mosey on round the side. So, first thing we come across is your onboard water tank.
Yeah.
So, you've got two ways. You can either, as I've done this morning, just stick a hose pipe and fill it up. But what you have got is a constant live socket there, so you can run off an external pump if you needed to. So that would be in a situation, say you haven't got a hose pipe, you could fill it up out of an aqua if you needed to. But all modern sites, you can just obviously just fill it up with a hose pipe.
Yeah. If you go on all these inclusive sites,
Yeah.
can I just put the pipe in there?
Yeah, and just fill it up that way. Yeah. All this is a bit of an oldie worldy. This is more for people that are going, say, to the outback where there's no hose pipes or anything around, where they can carry water containers with them and fill them up. But for yourselves, if you're going to go to modern caravan sites, especially if you go to ours up there, you've got a tap on your post. So all you need to do is carry a length of hose pipe to run from the tap just to your vehicle to fill it up.
Does the hose pipe come with
No, it doesn't come with it. No. It's just an extra. But if you have a word with Jack when you go back in, you will get a discount for the shop today. So you can either buy it from there, or you know what hose pipes are like, you can buy a hose pipe from.
What about drinking? You can't drink that one.
Now, even in my caravan when I was living up there, I didn't drink the water that comes through the tap. I drank bottled water. But it's up to yourselves if you want to. But it's at the end of the day, it's just a plastic container in there as such. So it's up to you if you drink it or not. I probably wouldn't recommend it. Obviously, you can cook with it and everything and boil it, but I probably wouldn't recommend drinking it as drinking water.
How do you know how much to put in?
You can fill it up, and literally, if you fill it up to the top, it will only come out of here or the overflow in the tank. So if you imagine if I switch that on and I don't know, I walk off and come back 2 hours later, you won't flood your van internally. All you will do is flood underneath the vehicle. Okay, so it'll overflow out of here and also out the overflow, which automatically comes underneath the vehicle.
Is that an electric pump?
Yeah, it's an electrical pump there.
So that goes into a drum there, yeah?
Yeah, if you need to use it that way.
Does that come on automatically when you turn taps on?
Yeah, no, this is live. What this is for is for filling the tank.
Oh, sorry.
So imagine what you do is buy a pump, you plug into there,
yeah,
and then you drop the one end of the pump into the barrel, and then the other end into here. And all it would do is draw water out of the barrel.
Like a wide piece. Yeah. Okay.
But in this modern age, as I said,
Just tip it in.
yeah, just use a hose pipe. It's the easiest one. So winter time, which we've already said. Draining your tank off. Now I've left the pipe down purposely so we can find it, but there is a lovely clip underneath here, so it clips up out the way for travelling.
Yeah.
Okay, but I've left it down. So there's your drain off for your fresh tank. Now it's up to you if you drain your tank down when you finish, you break away, because then obviously it's less weight for travelling down the road, but you are fine to drive down the road with your tank full if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Okay. And all you simply do...
Does it tell you how much is in the tank?
Yeah, I'll show you inside. There is a little gauge inside. Okay, and these are so easy to use. It's obviously unclosed at the minute, but when you turn it around the other way, it says open, so you know whether you've got it open or closed. Okay. Now, obviously, winter time, definitely drain the tank off. Yeah. So winter time, all you need to do is open that up. I'll show you where to drain your boiler internally, and then just run your taps until all the water's out of the vehicle, and then you winterise, as we call it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy with that? Lovely. I'll put this one back up so she's out of the way. That's why I left it down, because it hides underneath there. But there's just a little clip underneath there that it's sitting in. See that?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So, next one's down, we'll move down.
Does the other bit clip up? No?
You can pull it through a bit more, so you can sit it up a bit higher. So, now we've got your TV aerial. So it hasn't got a built-in aerial, it's an external aerial.
Yeah.
So if you are TV watchers, you will need to either buy a TV mast, you know, an aerial yourself, or if you're on a site where there's a TV aerial on the thing, you can obviously just run your cable from there to the vehicle.
So I've got to buy a unit now to plug into that?
Yeah, so you've got a TV signal.
Okay. TV aerial.
You see, some do have onboard aerials,
yeah,
but others don't, you see. So back in the day, they didn't have an onboard aerial, you just plugged one in and stuck a stand up with your aerial on as such.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just swing it around.
Well, the last site we were on, we plugged the aerial straight into the sockets, onto their place.
Yeah, you see, like, I love to stay up there. The Rekin's only there, so we haven't got a TV feed. But you'll find if you're in deepest, darkest Wales, where they haven't got a TV signal, they may have their own TV mast as such with their own signal.
No, you put it on a pole, normally.
Okay.
Put it on a pole and attach. You put it on a pole and attach it, do you?
Yeah, you could do. Or you can get the ones where they're just on a stand and up they go. Or, I mean, if you really wanted to, you could stick it up on the roof. But it's
and get it fitted on the roof.
Yeah, you could do, if you wanted to. If you're avid TV watchers, I probably would look into that.
Yeah.
But currently, at the minute, that is your only TV aerial source, so you need an external aerial as such.
Yeah, that's easy.
We didn't know that, did we, Mike?
No, we didn't. We watched television.
So, next one down. Now,
that's
this
easy,
is for your onboard water boiler. Now, there is a cover in the front that I've taken off. The reason I've taken the cover off because I'm currently running your system on gas.
Yeah.
So for your hot water boiler, if you run it on electric, you can leave the cover on. But if you run it on gas, you have to remove the cover.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll talk about more when we're inside. So next one down. toilet. Have you had a flush tank before?
Yeah.
Yeah, so whereas on most motorhomes you'd use your fresh tank, on here it's got its own water source here for your toilet. So obviously pink liquid and your water in the top there. So then below is obviously the business end. So there's your lovely toilet cassette.
Okay.
Okay, happy with the use of your toilet
Yeah.
cassette? Yeah. And then the drain off for the tank up here is just this lovely little grey bung there.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
you press it or turn
all
it?
you do is just pull it out. It's just like a cork as such, but it's just like a rubber cork. So you will need like a container or something to catch it underneath.
Yeah.
All you simply do is just pull that grey one out and it will drain all the contents of that tank down.
What's the battery on?
So for this, again, winter time, so obviously you need to drain your onboard tank and you also need to drain this tank down. So again, just pull that out, drain it off into a container. Once all the liquid's out of there, just simply go inside and just flush your toilet just to get the last of the solution out of the system for you.
What are these batteries for?
The batteries is just an extra power source, so when you're not plugged into the mains electric, there's still power to the toilet as such. Okay.
So we've got batteries that one?
Just double A's. Okay.
That's useful to know if you're not on a site, isn't it?
Sorry?
It's useful to know if you're not on a site.
Yeah, it's just
There's no
flushes.
battery or anything.
Just
Yeah,
flush
you
it.
can. I mean, the vehicle will run without any power source. All it is eventually that battery will run out of life. So as long as you're sensible with your thing, you can live off grid as such, but eventually that battery will flatten down. Okay. So moving on around the back. Obviously it comes with the bike rack included, and obviously the tow ball as well. But fantastically, you have got rear legs on the back. So whereas others, you see them on the side rocking and rolling every time someone's walking round, at least you have got the legs on it, so it does give you added stability.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's fantastic, because I got in there this morning without the legs, and I thought, oh, and then I walked around the back and I was like, oh yes, legs, so you are nice and stable when you're on the side.
Brilliant.
So you don't need these chocks then? Do you need them for the front?
You'll still need the chocks to level the vehicle off as such, so I mean, if obviously again, I'll use love to stay, if you go up there, you wouldn't need them because we've got nice level pitches. But if you take it to a farmer's field somewhere where you'd see it there and everywhere, yeah, you would need some ramps just to level it off.
Are there any included with this?
No, they don't come with ramps. Again, it's an extra that if you want to. But as I've already said, Jack will give you a discount for the shop today. So if there is any other goodies that you need, we can get you sorted out today.
What's this for?
Do you know what? Even I haven't figured that out. I think what it's for is, I think these last people were towing a car or something behind.
That's probably ratchet straps, I imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So it'd have been where they have the framing, you know, so the car follows them when they're turning around the corners and things.
Hydraulic, hydraulic, what they call it? Stops it swinging around.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a good extra anyway.
Dolly.
Yeah.
Is it a dolly that you
It's
use?
a dolly, yeah, but they have those extra things on there and it stops it kicking out of the back.
Yeah.
So fridge vents on the back, I've got it currently running on gas, so a lot more heat comes out that one end if you are. So this again, if you were off grid, you'll run your fridge off gas.
Yeah.
Because you haven't got the mains power to run your fridge. Okay. And there is the winter covers as well inside there for your fridge.
Are all the bits included with this?
Yeah.
There's not nothing
Yeah,
missing?
everything's there that you need to strap the bikes on if that's what you are.
There are winter covers for those two vents.
Yeah, they're inside for you.
Okay.
Okay. So, mosey on down. Door, just very nicely, it's just got a lovely clip at the back there.
Yeah.
And then all it is just pull it back off. Okay, so there's no catches or anything, it literally, you just push the door back and it clicks in place.
Where's the clip?
At the very top, there is no clip or anything as such, just at the top up there, you see.
Yeah.
So all it is, it just holds your door open, so if it is windy as such, your door's not flapping around.
How do you operate the half door?
That is a very good question.
Oh.
And then all it is you just slide that bit across.
Oh, it's not actually a half
Oh, it's
door.
not a half door.
No, it's not a half door, it's your fly screen as such.
Oh,
So if you did go up to lovely sunny Scotland with 1,000,001 midgies that seem to love me to death, and then all it is, it just locks back in place in there. Okay.
Yeah.
Step, I will just show you, it's just a manual step. Okay, so all you do is just gently pull it out.
What's this thing for then?
And on she goes. Well, I'll get to that, I'll finish the outside first, and then I'll start on the inside.
What's that hose for?
So, grey one there, that's your waste tank. So obviously your fresh tank's on the other side, your waste tank's on this one. Now obviously for your waste tank, when it comes to emptying them, like on our site up there, we've got a grid you just drive over, you lift over the manhole and you just open it up and drain it off. Now they are similar sizes, if you get what I mean, but you normally get about 10 litres extra in your waste tank. So what it would mainly be, if you've run out of fresh water, you'll need to empty your waste. If that makes any sense. So imagine if you've used all your fresh water for showering and washing or doing the washing up and things.
Yeah.
Once that tank's empty, 9 out of 10 times you'll need to empty this one when you're
That'd be full.
refilling up the other.
Yeah.
So like on our site up there.
Fluid in and fluid out.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
What you'll find is you'll have to drive it round, drive over the grid, empty that. While you're emptying that one, you've got your hose pipe in on the other side, refilling up your other tank back up.
What do you use if we're on a site that doesn't have the facilities you've got here?
You may just have to wait until you can find somewhere where you can drain it. But I mean, most modern sites now will allow for motorhomes and have some grid you can drive over to empty your tanks.
Did you ever run those grey things for the caravan? Remember them on the wheels?
Yeah.
You can put them underneath as well.
Yeah, you can use a Waste Master if you wanted
Yeah, Waste
to.
Master.
Yeah. The other thing, for
Does that
example,
clip up?
up there, if you look, you can get a pipe that you can push on the end of there, and then you can run that pipe across through to your drain on your pitch.
Oh, I see.
So if you imagine, you won't have to drive off and drain it because you can just have it going straight in your tank and coming straight back out.
Yeah, and how does that tidy away?
It doesn't. She just sits down there on that side.
All right.
There isn't a clip underneath for that one. It just sits down.
How's that? Do I just turn
So
that?
again, same as the other. So if you look at the minute, it says closed on the top,
Yeah.
but then when you swing it round the other way, it says open on the other side. I won't open it up now because I'll end up sticking it all on my floor. Okay, but what you could do is just leave that open, attach a pipe on the bottom there, and then imagine you can run that down to a drain then.
Yeah.
So you can just have a constant water source going through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh,
So, next one down. So, here's your leisure battery. So, the easiest way you're thinking it, vehicle battery in the front just does that, where anything that way is run off this battery, so similar to a caravan.
Yeah.
Okay, but then obviously next door we've got your 240, your main supply next door. Now, obviously I've just left this open, but obviously when you're on the site, you just put your cable down in the cutout and then close it up. Okay.
Do I have to touch that battery at all?
No,
Shouldn't
no,
have-
you shouldn't
shouldn't
have
have
to,
to.
as long as you keep it charged. Are you keeping it on your drive at home?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just keep it plugged in there. It's the easiest and it'll keep your batteries alive. Where obviously if you leave it, same as I've already said, batteries will naturally just drain down.
Okay.
Okay. And then last but not least, your lovely gas cupboard on the front there.
Yeah.
Now all I need to know off you folks is what gas do you run off?
Well,
Whatever you
that
tell
one,
them
eh?
to.
You just brought you a bottle.
Yeah?
That's the colour.
Yeah, perfect.
Propane.
Yeah, propane, perfect. All it is I will fit you a brand new pigtail in. So that section there, this is just obviously my demonstration one, but at the end, I'll put that in and I'll fit your bottle for you.
Yeah.
So your gas system will be ready to go.
Will that run the ordinary colour gas and the propane? Or will it
It will take the two. All it is the different connectors. That's why we ask what gas. So it's
Do I
different
have to
style.
change the connector then if I want to use colour?
No, sorry, no. Different manufacturers of gas
Yeah.
is the same. It's if you use propane or butane is where the different connections come. But no, it doesn't matter if you changed it for flow gas or any other gas suppliers. Obviously, we're a colour dealer here, so. But it doesn't matter what manufacturers of bottles. All the connections are all the same. Okay.
Yeah.
So gas on and off is simply turn it on and off from the bottle. There is a shut-off valve at the back there on your regulator. But what I would do is for yourself just turn the gas on and off.
Yeah.
That shut-off valve's more there for when the guys are safety checking the vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Happy with that? And
Yeah.
then
Okay.
while we're here, we might as well do it. I have taken your handle out already for your lovely roll-out awning. There is a fantastic clip. It clips just on the inside of the door, but I'll show you that when we go back in. Now, all it is you can undo it and extend the pole if you need a bit more length, but obviously I'm tall enough so I can do it. And all you do is pop it in and and out she comes. A million times easier than building an
That's a really
awning.
nice one.
Now, these are really good, but they are more designed for use when you're with it. So when you're at the vehicle, you've seen how many seconds it takes me to get it out.
Yeah.
Just have it out when you're with the vehicle, but say if you're going out for the day, put it back in.
yeah.
You may laugh at that, but I've already had one up on the site there that left it out and the wind picked up, and by the time we got to it, she was upside down on the roof of their caravan. So just put it in and out. For the legs just live, if you turn around, just pull that flap and there's your legs underneath.
Oh, you got legs there as well?
Yeah, so all it is the two legs will pull out and just drop down to the floor there.
Show
So
that again.
So I'll show you. Let me just clip around the middle. And all it is, you push it in and then drop them round.
All right. push it in.
Okay. And then all it is, they just extend out there, put it down to the floor, and lock them back in place. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So there's your 2 feet either side. But as I say, these are really good. Awning. These are really good, but just watch it
Well, it's only
if it's windy. And then all it is, they're just spring loaded. Just put it back in place like that.
Okay.
Okay. And then all you do is close your flap up, and then simply wind it back in. Now the other thing with these, treat it like a bit like a tent. So you know if you've had it out and it's been raining, obviously you can't dry it out if it's raining, but when you put it away, when you get back home, if you get a nice dry day, get it back out and dry it out. Because if you imagine, if I roll it up like that and it's soaking wet, and you leave it in there for 6 months, next time you pull it out, she's going to be all mouldy and everything.
Yeah.
So if you can, just get it out and just let it dry out.
We need to leave it on the drive.
Yeah,
before we
it's
put it
obviously
away.
you can't really get it there and dry it as such. You just need to leave it out and let the air dry it off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that's about it for the outside, unless you've got any other questions.
Petrol, diesel.
Diesel, yeah, just in the front corner there for you. Just pushes from that end.
It is diesel, marked on
Yeah,
it.
it is diesel. Yeah.
And how much does it do
How many
roughly?
gallons will it hold?
It's one of them. Gallons? No, you're asking. It's probably about a 50, 60 litre tank. I wouldn't know exactly. Jack may be able to look into that. Sadly, my expertise is more in this bit than it is this bit as such. And as for the miles per gallon, it's one of them. It's all how you drive it.
About 25.
Yeah, normally 25 to 30,
Yeah.
depending on how heavy-footed you are.
Yeah.
I'm quite heavy-footed, so I don't really get many miles per gallon out of anything.
I get about 5.
Where's the pole kept?
Just on the inside of the door.
Okay.
I'll show you that. Oh, look at that, Jack's dropped you off a power cable as well. So
Yeah,
Gwyneth,
brilliant.
that's your brand new power cable. So if you all want to jump inside then,
Can
and I'll
I
make a
just
start
ask
on the
another
inside.
question about the outside?
Yeah, go on then.
If we wanted to have some reversing aid, what could we put on when it's got a tow bar? What sort of thing would be suitable?
You can get a camera mounted on the rear, so you've got a reversing camera, and that is something we can organise here for you.
Yeah, reversing
Well, they
camera.
fit it on there.
Yeah, they'll actually
Will
fit
it
it.
show the height and the width and all that?
Yeah, what they normally do, they fit it on there. You can get it all depends on how much money you want to spend. You can get the ones, a single camera that just looks directly down, so it would more show here, if you get what I mean. Where you can get the others with 2 cameras, where one's here and one's here,
Yeah.
if you get what I mean. So
Right,
it's
so there is something we could use.
there is
Oh, yeah.
cameras. There's numerous. Again, it depends on how much money you want to spend. The more money you throw in it, obviously, the more.
Side, some, whatever, because the drive going up the side
Quite
of the house.
narrow, you see.
So I've only got a foot each side, so
Yeah.
if I turn, I can get it something.
Yeah, well, I mean, the mirrors, you have got whopping big mirrors on it, so
Yeah.
for the left to right is okay. It's just all depends what your reversing skills like. And the other good thing is you can see out the back slightly, but it's all, see how you get on when you're driving it. So if
Yeah.
you're struggling, you can look at fitting a
We'll have to
camera
get
to the
one of
back.
those for the camera.
Yeah. Okay. Thank
So,
you.
if you want to jump inside, then we'll make a start on the inside for you. Go on, Jack.
Where's that piece of paper?
Oh, it's going to be a squeeze in here, isn't it?
Got your-
I hope everyone's got fresh breath.
I'll write on the one side.
I'll just use my. Oh, what have I done with my book?
I've got
What's
the book.
this thing here then?
So,
It's right on the book.
that is a good one, but if you jump inside, and I'll make a start. So, your lovely handle just fits inside your cupboard. Just inside there.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
So, what this one here is a master switch.
Oh, I see.
So if you notice, what this is, it isolates your living quarters as such. So with that switched off, the whole back end of the caravan switched off. Obviously, switch it on, that's the back end on.
So when we're driving, switch that off.
Yeah. When you're driving and when you finish your brakes away, just knock that one off and it stops any drain off your leisure battery as such.
So what's that? An isolating switch?
Yeah, it's like the master switch for your 12 volt
Next to the
system.
steps.
Okay, it's just the one down the bottom. But our engineer has gone nicely through and labelled everything up for you, so at least they've made it very easy for us. Okay, so a couple of simple things I'll show you first.
Do you like it?
Just pop these on. I'm in and out of workshops all day, so God knows what's on the bottom of these. Bit like walking through my front door and you haven't got your boots on. So, underneath this one here, there is your onboard tank. So that's when you're filling it up externally. This is the tank that you're filling up and you're running off for your
Yeah.
fresh water supply. Just down the side here, there's your fridge vents and also your toolkit and everything for the vehicle.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
the covers, you mean?
Yeah, that's your fridge covers and then also the tools for the thing, so the jack and the bits and bobs that you get with the vehicle.
What was
Put
that
those
called
on when you're
again?
driving along, I'll leave them off.
You don't need to put them on, they're more for winter time. All it is your fridge needs to be, there's like a temperature range that the fridge needs to sit in. So if it's either too hot, the fridge won't operate properly, and also if it's too cold, the fridge won't
Where
operate
you put
properly.
them on?
Yeah, they just clip onto the back. They're so simple. If you look, there's just the little screw bits on there, just to tighten them up, and all you simply do is put them in place with a screwdriver, just gently turn that round, and that's what locks them into place
Alright,
for
so
you.
it's just like winter protection.
Yeah, it's just like
Okay.
winter. But I mean, if you're not using the vehicle in the winter, I wouldn't worry too much about
So
it.
whereabouts outside on the fridge?
Behind
Yeah,
the
they're
bike rack.
outside on the back of the
Oh,
bike
I
rack.
missed
Yeah,
that.
these are
And
just
two
little
vents at the
covers
back.
there.
There's
That's
two
it,
two
that's
covers.
it. Okay, and then obviously they've got to pull up on the side here as well to make up your big bed. This is just puts my legs underneath it. And then on the ends of these runners, there's two little levers. It's quite hard to explain it, but if you feel your way down the runners, there's two little push buttons at the end, and that's what allows you to drop it back down.
We'll grasp that eventually.
Yeah, you'll get the hang of that. There isn't anything to switch on or off or anything on them tanks. It's just literally just showing you where your tank is. So all your procedures are done externally for your tank.
Yep.
Okay.
That's fine.
Then underneath.
You've done plenty of caravan, Mike, haven't you?
Yes.
You've done plenty of caravan.
it is.
It's the
Yeah,
same
that's all it
thing,
is in the back
basically.
here. It's just a caravan. So underneath this one, all there is a couple of gas shut-off valves. There is also your drain off for your fresh tank, for your onboard water. Put me teeth in today for your hot water boiler. So you know your little yellow drainage tap, same as you had in a caravan.
Oh yeah.
So to
Put it up or
drain
down.
your boiler down, just
Yeah.
simply lift that up, and then if you leave your taps open as well, it'll drain all the system out of your taps as well.
Fine. got
So
it.
winterised, remember, drain your onboard tank,
Yeah.
drain your water boiler,
Yeah.
and then drain your toilet tank, and that's your winterised as such.
And that's the gas.
Yeah, two of your gas shut-off valves inside there. Okay, one's for your boiler and one's for your fire.
Okay.
Okay, but the main advice with your
Seatbelts, handy.
gas shut-off
Got
valves, if
seatbelts,
you
that's
ever
good.
smell gas, is just to switch your bottle off.
Yeah.
These shut-off valves are more if an engineer ever wants to fiddle with your boiler or your fridge or your
Don't
cooker
twist
or
them at
anything.
all. Like
No, I wouldn't. There's no need to touch it. And obviously the bed, as you see in that lovely little cushion,
Yeah.
the bed just, obviously it slides out across the side.
Yeah.
Okay, so your slats are just in the side there.
Okay.
Okay, and then obviously the same on this end with the flick up table end as well. Okay, so it's up to you if you want to sleep across ways, or obviously you can pull it out and sleep across the double. Now, as for the way you lie your cushions, it's to whatever you feel comfortable on. There isn't a right and a wrong way to put your cushions. Position them on how you feel comfortable sleeping on them. Obviously, I'm quite large on the derriere, so I need a bit of width underneath the middle section. But there is no right and wrong way, it's just where you're comfortable sleeping on it. Okay, so
fine.
I'll do the controls up above the door here next. So the main one is your one at the front here. What it's showing us at the minute, it's showing me the charge of your leisure battery on that screen at the top of the minute. Okay, so first one we come across is your pump. Now, as you hear, I've got your pump switched on there. The only time your pump will run now is A, if you're asking for water, or B, obviously if you've run out of water.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll pull on the side to switch that on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, switch it on and then pull the water through the system, same as you would in your caravan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's you pulling water through your taps is what's priming up your water system for you. We've then got next one in the middle, water. Now, when I hold that down, you see the arrow flies all the way up to the top up there. That's letting you know the level in your water tank. So to check your water, all you need to do is hold that water one down in the middle. And then you see on the screen, do you see the needle moves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's now showing us the water tank level, which is the second one at the bottom for the level in the blue. Okay, so you can see at the minute you've got 13 volts in your battery, and then if I hold that down, you can see your water tank's full as well. Okay,
What about this one?
So we need to empty that before we drive off.
it's up to you
No,
really.
that's
It's up
empty.
to you. You don't have to. All it is obviously it will use a bit more fuel when you're driving down the road because you're carrying extra weight.
Yeah.
So it's all up to you. I mean, if you go into a site where you know there's water source and it's easy to get to, leave it empty, fill it up when you get there. But obviously, if you go into a site you haven't been to before, you don't know.
Yeah, so you
it's
make
just
sure
as
you've got
easy.
some.
Yeah, you can fill it up at home, or keep some water on board, and then say if you want to stop on the way down and make yourselves a cup of tea, at least you've got water in your system ready to go. Okay. So now the end one, this is your battery changeover. So at the minute I'm running on leisure battery, which is the auxiliary at the top there. All the way down to the bottom we'll run it off the vehicle battery instead.
This one here?
Yeah. So you know you're on about charging. When it's at the top, it's on your leisure battery. But when it's down the bottom, that's off the vehicle battery.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where you need to change it over when you